From sun-drying peanuts to decorticating to remove the shells, oil pressing to extract the crude oil, and kneading the groundnut butter pulpy mass to strain out more oil, the processes involved in turning peanuts into oil can be complex and highly demanding. Nigeria is the world's third largest producer of peanuts, accounting for 30% of Africa's peanut production. These peanuts are widely used to produce peanut oil, also known as groundnut oil, which is generally used as a cooking fat. In order to fully understand how these nuts are crushed into oil, we visited a factory in a small village to uncover the traditional methods of groundnut processing. The process of groundnut oil production begins by spreading out the kernels under the sun to reduce the moisture content. The groundnuts need to be dried to an average moisture content of approximately 10 to 15% before proceeding to the next stage. When groundnuts are harvested, they usually contain a wide range of foreign materials, which impacts the quality. To produce high-quality oil and to preserve the flavor quality, foreign materials like leaves, immature pods, spoiled seeds, and rock pieces need to be removed. Spreading the nuts makes the entire inspection and cleaning process easier, and these foreign materials easy to spot and picked out. After the nuts are shelled by a decorticator to separate the kernels from the husk, they are stored in sacks. The purpose of dehulling is to reduce the absorption of oil by the shell, increase the yield of the oil, and also to ensure high oil output. The quantity of the nuts that proceed to the next stage basically depends on the quantity of oil to be produced that day. Next, the groundnuts are loaded into this mill for the nuts to be blended into a smooth butter. After a fire is made just beneath the grinding mill, the handle of the mill is turned in clockwise and anti-clockwise directions to ensure heat evenly circulates throughout the chamber. This process goes on and on until all the kernels get crushed and melted into a creamy paste. After this is done, the buckets of smooth butter are then sent to the expelling department. This is where pressed crude oil is extracted by an oil press machine. The butter is scooped into the feed hopper, and the machine is turned on. The mechanical forces of the machine turn the groundnut butter vigorously for a long time until oil starts to separate from the butter. A small quantity of water is added to aid the extraction process. The pressure involved in expeller pressing creates heat in the range of 60 to 99 degrees Celsius. The machine continues to use high pressure and heat to turn the butter until enough oil has been squeezed out of the mix. When this is achieved, the machine is turned off and the expeller pressed oil is scooped into buckets. The oil pressing process continues until all the batches of groundnut butter available are pressed. What immediately follows is the oil separation step. Since a lot of oil still gets retained in the residual pulpy mass, the residue gets transferred into a bucket for manual oil extraction. For the manual oil pressing, both hands are placed on top of the pulpy mass. Then kneading begins. The kneader slowly works her hands into the mass, and groundnut oil slowly strains out into the bucket. The kneading goes on and on until all the oil has been collected. Next, the crude oil is filtered. Generally, crude peanut oil can include some organic impurities. To remove these impurities, the oil is heated to make it pure, transparent, and to get the classic light yellow color cooking oil usually has. When the oil reaches the desired color and purity grade, the heat is turned off and the refined oil is allowed to cool before getting buttered and packaged for sale. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how groundnut oil is made. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and if you're feeling extra generous, drop a comment. Thank you and happy holidays.